Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. So this is a presentation of my final project, Cloud Server Administration. Let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is to um, provide proof that I've installed and enabled Active Directory domain services on my Windows server. So let's go. I'm going to come here, hardware and features, and click on that. Yep, hardware and features. Okay, so I'm going to come here, double click, double tap, servers, selection, server roles, the next one. Oh, alright, so you can see here Active Directory, domain services, installed, brackets, installed, and you also have TCP server installed. Alright, so let's go to features. Yeah, you can see blue policy management installed and also IP address. The IP address management. Yeah, okay. So you can see that I've successfully installed and deployed an Active Directory domain services on my Windows server. So I'm going to close the window. So let's go to um, Active Directory users and computers to check out. Um, okay, all right. So let's go Active Directory users and computers. Alright, so you can see here, so this is Active Directory users and computer. You can see just right here the name of my domain, ensignsuccess.corp, which is my domain. I'm expand the audio thing. Alright, so this is alright. Okay, so this is the stuff. So you can see the structure just like in my executive summary, you can see the structure is exactly the same. We have the stuff like a staff organizational unit that contains two staff organizational units. The first one is center manager, and the next one is the student advisors. So I'm going to click on the first one, which is the center manager organizational unit, and you can see that it contains two. Um, One, which is to search the center manager, Ben McKenna. Here you see Chris right, and there is the security group. Okay, so let's go for the next one, which is student advisor. Right, so there's four student advisors and one security group, just like in my executive summary. All right, so let's go check out the backup domain administrator or something like that. We come here. All right, so you can see here we have a domain admin. All right, so you can see I'm gonna click on member of. So you can see that domain admin is a member of the administrator group first, and more importantly, is a member of the domain admin uh, group, right? So which means is a domain administrator. He has the level of access that a domain administrator has. All right. So let's go. So I'm gonna click on OK, and let's go to File Explorer to for the next or to check the folders and the files that I've created. All right. So let's go to File Explorer. Explorer. All right. Always having a hard time. File Explorer. I'm gonna expand the thing. Okay, and you can see. So let me just put. So you can see here there is the admin reports, which is the first file, and we have the advisors document file folder. I'm gonna click on the first one, admin reports, you can see there is something inside which is the admin reports text files inside. All right. Also in the advisors document and yeah folder, you can see there is advisor text file inside. All right. So let's check out the NTFS permission assigned to each of you. All right. So let's click on the first one, which is the admin reports. Click on right click. Let's come to properties. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to security. So you can see there's Ben McKenna, which is the and who is the center manager and has read and write permission over this software. And we have the advisor document. Let's come to advisor document. Alright, advisor document. Alright, and I'm gonna click on yeah, comment security. Okay, so you can see here we have the center manager, and also um, as well as uh, the four student advisors that also have the only have written rights permission to this folder. Okay, so let me close that. All right, so let's go to group policy management council to check out the policy that I've deployed and implemented. So let's go. I'm gonna click on yeah. So now this is the click on this thing. Group policy management. I'm gonna expand the window. And just close this. Close that. And just come here. And group policy management. Okay, open. Alright, so we are inside. So let me start with the staff background policy. So you can see just the structure of it, that these three group policies are linked to the staff organizational units. Okay, just like in the executive summary, they all linked and are all going to be applied to the to the users and computers that are linked with this. Yeah, that are linked with this organizational unit. So let's go with the first one. I'm just going to right click and go come to edit. Yeah. Okay, come edit. Alright, so you can see I'm going to come here. Okay, and administrative context, let me just expand the window. Alright, yeah, let me come on. Yeah, Microsoft Page. Microsoft Page. Alright. Now I'm gonna scroll down a bit. Yeah, so this thing here, which is the startup homepage, I'm gonna click on that. Okay, so let's here. let's just do it real quickly. You can see how I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna enable, yeah, HTTPS string ensign, yeah, edu, please, whatever, ensign, ensign, edu, hash information technology. Yeah, okay. Apply, and then okay. Okay. Okay, so you can see that that's a network. Okay, so let's go for the rest of them. Click on the okay, so let's go for password name. Password name policy. Let's go to edit. Okay, let's go to computer configuration. Click Windows settings. Yeah, let's come to security settings. Okay, account policies. Okay, you can see here the minimum password length has been set to 12 characters, and I've also done a step further, which is to enforce and yeah, to enforce password complexity requirements. So here you can see that enabled and 12 characters. Okay, so let's close that. Okay, let's go for the next one, which is staff background. And okay, let's come to here and administrative contents. Yeah, let's come to desktop. Also desktop. And let's come to desktop wallpaper. Okay, you can see here that this is enabled and this is the path provided to the mobile. So this is a network path, all right, that will directly, because I've created a folder. Let me just go to the folder. So you can see here, this is the folder that I've created. Alright, so this is the shared background folder, and the policy is directly going to lead um, read and upload this image throughout the domain. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time.